DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
I started preparing my body for what's to come. So that was the initial start of camp. And then I started training ahead of schedule, preparing. And I don't even really want to mention Klitschko too much at the minute, as that's not the relevant opponent. You know, I've got Eric Molina, you know, he's going to be across the room from me December 10th, who's a tough competitor. When I look at it, I think he was the toughest out of the few, so I thought that's a good challenge for myself. And that's the man I've got to focus on. So I always knew I'd have someone who's game. And right now we're competing for a championship belt, so I think everyone's going to up their levels by 50 to 60%. So the people I've seen and watched time and time again are the people I'm going to face. So I have to put Klitschko or David Price or whoever was in the pecking order aside and focus on what's in front of me.
And obviously what would have been the dangers had you not done that?
Well, focus on what's in front of me?
Yeah.
You let me find out December the 10th. Everyone's going to train and do what's and try and reach their potential in training camp, but you only find out, you know, come fight night, but there's nowhere to hide on that night, so everything that you've been thinking and been preparing for will be revealed come fight night, so I could only tell you what effect that would have had on me after the fight.
And it doesn't have any impact on your motivation for this fight, the fact that it's Eric rather than Klitschko?
No way, because, you know, I'm not going to, let's say for instance, Klitschko has a jab that stands a couple inches away from his face and I'm going to wait to counter punch Klitschko. I'll be waiting all night for that. So I just train as if I'm going to win. I train because I enjoy it and I train because it's what I do really. So if I was fighting Klitschko and Molina, I had the same ambition, and that's to win.
What did you make of Eric's performance against Deontay Wilder? His 5-3 knockdown showed great heart, courage and determination before ultimately losing. What did you take from watching that?
I think that's why he's here now really. You know, great fighter, it takes massive courage to step into that ring, and I think you know, Deontay Wilder is supposed to be known as like a one-punch knockout artist, and he stood up to a lot of his punches. So it shows that, you know, this man's here to try and push the champions to their limits and try and take what they've worked hard for.
What's in store for Eric in Manchester on December 10th?
Potentially the usual, combinations and a good night of boxing.
Eric, welcome to London, welcome to England. Big night on December 10th. Anthony's opponents usually come to these press conferences but also these fights with a dream. They end up on their back. Why will that not happen to you?
Well, you know, first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out here. You know, me and my guys, we just settled in. And I've been in these fights before, you know what I mean? And I have no amateur experience, number one, and I'm learning on the job. But one thing you could look at the job I've been doing, and it's been getting better every fight. Did Deontay Wilder fight? I fought 5 rounds. I don't know if Anthony knows. I fought 5 rounds with a busted ankle. So everything you saw in that fight was done on one ankle. So you know, that's the type of fight that I'm coming in to give this young man here. I'm gonna fight with everything that I got. If I'm hurt, if I'm conscious, I'm coming to fight. And I know that I could win the fight with one punch at any given moment. And that's the heavyweight game. That's why we're all here. That's why you guys are so excited about this young man, because it's the heavyweight division, and anything could happen in any second.
Anthony Joshua knocks people out, he hurts people. Are you not taking a massive risk with your own personal safety, learning on the job against a guy with his punch power?
That's part of the heavyweight game, you know. When you look up and down the lineup, you look up and down the IBF rankings, you know, I knew this fight was coming my way because I know nobody wants to fight this guy. Let's be real here. All you guys want to call Klitschko, you guys want to call these other guys. They don't want to fight him. They don't want to fight. They rather go fight other people. They rather go fight for the other belts than to go through this man right here. You're looking at somebody that's in here that has been in these fights. I've been in with Wilder. Nobody wants to get in with Wilder. Nobody wants to get in with him. I'm here winning because I got to go through men like him, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give everything that I got to take that belt.
So what's he got in store December 10th?
That's a guarantee.
Thank you. Eddie, one last question for you just while we're live, please. Can you confirm, is it right that Klitschko is planning or possibly going to come to Manchester on December 10th? Is he going to be there?
Yeah, he'll be ringside. I mean, you know, away from the focus of these guys, I think it's disrespectful to talk about Klitschko when Anthony's got to come for Eric Molina, and it's wrong to talk about Klitschko when Anthony Joshua's got, I believe, the toughest fight of his career to date on December the 10th. Klitschko will be there. We'll work behind the scenes, and of course we've got a plan for Anthony Joshua's future beyond Eric Molina. But he's got the toughest job to do, which is to be triumphant on December the 10th.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to pass over, as always, you know, our exclusive broadcast partners, Sky Sports, do such a fantastic job. They give us the platform to grow UK talent. In a couple of weeks' time, we've got the debut of Katie Taylor on November the 26th at Wembley Arena. I'm so excited about that. And next week, we promote our first international show in Monaco with a fantastic card: Luis Ortiz against Malik Scott, Martin Murray against Dmitry Chudinov, Johnny McDonald defending his world crown against Liborio Solis, and a fantastic fight between the world champion Jason Sosa and Stephen Smith. We wouldn't be able to do this without the support of Sky Sports, and I'm going to pass over to Head of Boxing, Adam Smith.
Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, very excited about all of those big nights coming up. Katie Taylor turning pro November the 26th especially. I think that's terrific. Monaco's going to be fantastic. We've had great shows on Sky Sports already this year, the likes of Tony Bellew and Anthony Crawler, of course, and the big Birmingham show, which was terrific from top to bottom. But one guy we've missed AJ, haven't we? He hasn't fought since June. It's the longest time out as a pro. I know he's been itching to get back in the ring. We want to see him defending his IBF title against a real tough guy in Eric Molina. You know, we watched that Deontay Wilder fight. I think people thought Deontay Wilder would deal with him really quickly. It didn't happen. You know, he goes to Poland, he beats Thomas Adamek, he shows he can travel, and I like his attitude here. He's coming, he's got a prize. He wants that title, and he's going to try and give Joshua the biggest and toughest fight of his life, and that's great to see. I think it's going to be a really exciting one on December the 10th. Obviously, it's a stacked card. Dylan White and Derek Chisora, they love each other, don't they? We've got that. We've got Kaliafai going for a world title. I believe in Kaliafai. I think he's a terrific talent. You know, and Katie back and Luis Ortiz, you know, is he one of the best, if not the best heavyweights in the world? The division is so wide open at the moment, but Anthony Joshua's back to defend his title, and really excited to be part of the journey. You'll get all the build-up, the gloves are off, the behind the ropes, countdowns and everything ahead of the big night on December the 10th in Manchester. What a great fight city, some great nights we've had there, and I expect another one. And these two guys will give us a really good show.
Thank you, Adam. Pass over to Team Molina right now, and we're going to hear from Roberto Zapata from the training team of Eric Molina. Roberto, I've seen the stuff on social media. You guys seem to have a real close-knit team over there, and all working in unity to try and become the heavyweight world champion on December 10th.
Yes. Well, first of all, Eddie, thank you for that. I appreciate that. First, I want to thank Sky Sports, Showtime, Don King Productions. For everyone involved in putting this together, Eddie, on such short notice, and as soon as we got wind of the situation, we just pretty much started getting prepared, even without knowing. So we felt it was coming. But yes, Eric is a very resilient fighter. You know, a lot of fighters go through very different roads to where they have to get to in this sport, and Eric's gone a long way, and it's been very trying, but I've never seen anybody so persistent to wanting to fulfill what he wants to do, his objective. You know, he talks about that angle, but keep in mind, this is a man that has a master's degree that was working at a full-time job, working with students at the time when he fought Wilder. That was a 5-week camp. And what he did in that night, working with students, you know, 9 to 5, training after work, you know, it just shows the work ethic that it takes to do this sport. So just to give you all a little, you know, background in terms of what we did this year, you know, he took time off and he dedicated his time to his craft. So essentially, you know, he put his faith, took a leap of faith, and here we are today, speaking in front of all you people. You know, we're here to make history, the first Mexican heavyweight champion. That's what we want to do. That is our objective. Whatever we have to do to make it happen, that's what we're doing. We're here right now, on no sleep, doing what we love, and that's what we're going to do.
Thank you, Roberto.
And thank you, all of you.
Eric, you played with me on social media for weeks and weeks for an opportunity, not just Anthony Joshua, any heavyweight, you told me. Anyone who wants it on December 10th. Luis Ortiz, David Price, Dillian White, it doesn't matter. Anthony Joshua, of course, was the #1 goal. How hungry are you for this? How hungry are you to become, like Roberto said, the first Mexican heavyweight world champion?
I mean, definitely the momentum from the Adamek fight, you know, going into Poland and knocking out Tomasz Adamek, which had never been done, never been put on his back for 10 seconds. We had a lot of momentum, and I felt it was time to take some time off from work and put 100% in, put everything that I had into this. And you know, when we finally signed to fight Joshua, you know, a lot of people were like, "Hey, man, you worried about going to fight him over there? You worried about this?" And you know, in this sport, you worry about other things, or I worry about other things. To go a year without a chance, without a big fight. So you know, I was on Eddie. Hey, I want a big fight. It didn't matter who. It didn't matter who. It didn't matter where. It didn't matter what time. I was ready to fight, and I was ready to come and bring everything that I got and continue the momentum. Just so happened that, you know, fighters didn't want to do what they didn't want to take certain fights, and you know, the fight comes my way. I'm thankful, and you know, we're ready to go.
I know you feel you've justified your shot at the title. Obviously, a great performance against Wilder, a big win against Adamek. I know the other people that were put into the pot for the fight, you were quick to poo-poo them and say, no, I'm the guy that should be next.
Yeah, back at home, you know, people know me as a certain type of fighter. They know me for one thing that since the first day of my career, I lost in the first round. But I want to just let the people here know something right here. What the back of my shirt says. That says the art of bouncing back. Okay, it's not just words. In this game, boxing is the most brutal sport when it comes to bouncing back. Once you lose, everybody's gone. They're all gone from your sight. In this game, you know, it's more than to say, hey, I'm gonna bounce back. There's some fighters out here, you know, that want to bounce back, that want to say they want certain fights. Put yourself in a spot to do it. I put myself in a fight with Wilder. I put myself in a fight in Poland against Adamek on his country to bounce back and show the world who I am. You know, in this game, I tell fighters, you know what? Get out there and prove yourself. Show what you can do, and then call out certain fighters. And you know, I just feel like the fighter like me, working with Don King and working with a lot of low-key people, now, I mean, Don doesn't really do many shows. I don't have an easy road to get here. I got to do it the hard way. So, you know, I feel like I earned my ticket here.
Thank you, Eric. It sounds like you're going to give every ounce of your heart and soul on December 10th.
For sure, yeah.
Good man. Anthony, I think it's good to come face to face with Eric Molina and realise you've got a real job on December 10th against a very, very hungry man. Perhaps the hungriest man you may have fought so far in your career.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially at the stage right now, with what's at stake, especially in this, like you said, with Sky Sports and everyone here supporting and giving us massive attention. It's a good chance to show what you're capable of as well. I think, I don't want to talk about my story as such and where I've come from and everything, but I'm here and I don't play games. I'm serious about what I do and I'm serious about moving forward. And it's hard because sometimes I don't come here with a script. You know, what I can do is speak from the heart, and I just look forward to just competing and showing what I'm capable of, and that's what it comes down to. And the best man will walk away. And I said it before, whatever Eric's destiny is, will be shown December 10th. If his destiny is to become the heavyweight champion, so be it. My destiny is to continue on the route I am, on a dominant performance, and that's just how it goes in my head. So I wish him and his team the best of luck, and I appreciate everyone out here supporting me from the top to the bottom of the show. You know, the whole undercard will be an explosive night of boxing.
Obviously, the heavyweight world has been blown apart in the last probably 4 to 6 weeks. So much has been going on, and I've tried to keep you in the loop, but a lot of it has been happening behind closed doors. But really, you're a fighter that you don't even really want to know about it. You just stick in the gym and you know, you get the call and the team will decide, and you're quite happy doing your own thing and letting the whole path unfold in front of you naturally.
Yeah, like Because I don't really get involved in other people's issues and business and what people have got to say, because it wasn't so long ago when no one cared what I was doing anyway. So that's why I don't really have to prove myself to anyone except myself. So I don't really entertain much else than what me and my circle have got going on, what we're trying to achieve. And yeah, so there's so much going on. The division's been blown wide open, but people have been saying that since 2011, 2012. You know, they say the division's wide open, and they'll forever sing that until you said a true dominant force, like the days of Tyson's and Holyfield's come back and like the division. And it's not so much about the name brands and the hype. I think it's about people like saying they're coming with 100% heart. It's not about hype. You know, this is a gladiatorial sport, and we come together and put. And you know, recently there's people that have been brain damaged and passed away in the ring. So put our lives on the line. So forget the hype. We're coming together and we're just trying to bring boxing back to where it was.
And finally, away from the Lions Den, as it's called at the O2, up to Manchester. Incredible pre-sales, sold out yesterday within 11 minutes. The general sales today, I think we sold 15,000 tickets in just 5 minutes. Huge support for you and a chance for you to go north and take this show on the road up in Manchester. Yeah,
it seems that the product don't fail us, so we're on the roll. I think it gives people an opportunity to get out of London, have a little weekend away. Manchester's a beautiful place, and I think it should be good. I think it should be entertaining, but I'm there to provide entertainment, so I've got a job at hand first and foremost before I start celebrating. But yeah, just going to stay focused in the meantime. I don't mind that it's in Manchester, because inevitably it's just like a ring's moved from one arena to another, but the same rules and regulations apply throughout the contest. So yeah, Manchester, the Lions Den, it's all the same job, you know, same ropes, one referee, and just me and Eric. At the end of the day, the whole team steps out of the ring and it's just left to us to handle business.
Thank you, Anthony. That's December the 10th, and we can't wait to hear from the Olympic gold medalist making his second defence, Anthony Joshua, and the challenger, a very, very hungry Eric Molina. This is going to be a great fight. We're going to pose now for photos up on the stage, and then all the fighters are available for one-on-ones as well. Thank you very much. See you soon.
I'll just go over your shoulder.
So long to go right here.
Guys, I'm on my check. Oh dear. Can you yeah, if you don't mind. I'll move you back. Move you back on shit. Yeah. Nice one.
We're going to do Anthony here first, and then we're going to swap sides.
I've got 4 minutes on. Oh yeah, I've got 4 minutes. So you got one ready, yeah? We'll wait until. 4 rounds. Let me see what that looks like. Eric? So what would it? Don't miss this. Show me 4 rounds. And pull shot. Right, and I'd love to go to. Yeah, go 4 rounds.
150 slow pull side, looking at the other 50, looking straight and move please.
Just above him. Go 4 rounds.
Annie, just down to the left a little bit.
Go sharp.
Just
this one. Anthony?
Anthony, to the front seat, please. Down this way, please. Sorry, the guy at the back, can you just front seat?
That's nice. Go 4 rounds.
Straight front way again, please. Eric, the other because you're doing that.
Go sharp.
Annie, just down to your left a little bit.
You knock him over.
Where's your hand from?
Got that chunk.
Oh, shoulder.
Sorry, can I jump up on the chair?
Yeah, jump on this one.
Slowly down, fellas. Slowly down. That's it. That's lovely. Straight down, move guys. Josh, straight to the front, mate, please. And now let me cover again, please.
Foreground.
Right, Ed. Ed, these jobs been done.
Yeah, thanks very much.
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.